Hey guys, it's Allie and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over my favorites for the month of January. Okay, so let's get started. First off, what I've been liking. Now this I've only been using for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks or so. It's a Master Prime by Maybelline and I have the Blur and Smooth Primer. I'm wearing it under my makeup today. I do feel like this does help smooth everything out and help the makeup go on evenly. I don't really find that this necessarily like extends the wear of my makeup, but I do feel like it helps it go on smoothly. Only thing with this is it has almost like a stickiness to it. Whoa. If you guys have used this, if you felt the same thing. When I put this on before foundation, I kind of wait for it to settle down a little bit, but it has almost like a grip. Even today, when I put my foundation over it, I did feel almost like a kind of like a tugging, like a tackiness when I was applying it with the brush. But I do feel like it does help kind of smooth everything out a little bit. But when I have it on my hands and I wash my hands after, I feel like it feels almost like wet glue. It's very strange, but it gets a job done, in my opinion, for the couple of weeks that I have been using it. Next thing I want to talk about is this serum. It's a face serum by Artistry, and it's the Youth Xtend serum. I've been using this on and off for a while, but I have been trying my best to use it regularly for the month of January. This I put on my face before going to bed, you know, after I wash my face and everything. I put it on clean skin and then I put my night cream over it, which I love my night cream. I actually got it in an Ipsy bag, but I'm going to buy the full size when I'm out. You know, it's meant to kind of like smooth out the skin and get rid of the fine lines and make it kind of like more youthful looking. So don't know if it's actually working, but I do like it because it doesn't make me break out. It doesn't clog my pores or anything like that. Also, I feel like has kind of like a stick to it, but then your skin absorbs it and it's fine. And then you put the moisturizer over it and it feels great. I wake up in the morning and I feel like my skin is very hydrated and more refreshed looking, but not like greasy. So I've been trying to be on top of my skincare, especially in the winter. Should be doing it all year round, but whatever. The next thing I'm going to mention is actually a setting spray. This is the Loreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set, and I actually saw at the drugstore. They do have smaller versions of it, but when I bought this, which was like when it first came out, I think this was the only size they had because that's the only size I saw. Now this is the Makeup Extender Setting Spray. When I first used it, when it first came out, I was like not really noticing a big difference, to be honest. But lately, I've been using it just to kind of set my makeup because although my skin has been on the drier side, if I have a long day in front of me, which I do today, that's why I used it today, I do feel like I still, by the end of the night, am like an oily mess. But when I use this, I do notice a difference. Now, it's not anything too significant where I'm like wowed by it, but sometimes I don't really have the time to set my face throughout the day and kind of like touch up. So I just kind of spray this and I feel like by the end of the day, it's not as oily. So I still get oily, but not as much. Truthfully, I was just kind of using this to use it because I bought this big size and I'm like, I don't want this just sitting around. So I would just spray it and set my face after I put my makeup on just to kind of do it. But I did notice a little bit of a difference. Not a huge difference, but I have been using it and I do like it. The bronzer that I've been using for January is actually the Too Faced Chocolate Solei bronzer. And I have this little mini sample size. I think I may have mentioned this in the past, but I'm not sure. I have it in medium deep. I have been using this, especially in the wintertime, to add a little bit of warmth to my skin, even though I do have like warm tones in general, but I'm liking this. So this is a bronzer that I've been using for January. For concealer, I've been using the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer. The Maybelline Better Skin Foundation is one of my all-time favorite foundations, And the concealer I wasn't too crazy about, but I have been using it more, especially because I haven't really been sleeping. I really never sleep, and it's so bad. Like, it's so bad, you guys. I really need to get more sleep. But I figured this would be good to put under my eyes because it's supposed to be better for your skin. So instead of just covering my dark circles and like the puffiness, I thought, let me put something to actually make it better. Maybe it's all in my head, but I feel a little bit better putting this on my skin than just piling on a bunch of crap, even though we all do that, right? It has Actyl C in it. I did do a first impressions review video on this a long time ago, so I will leave that video down below if you want to take a look and see like the foundation and everything as well. I do have this under my eyes today. I don't know if I'm liking it better now that my skin has been a little bit drier, because when I first tried this out, it was summertime. I think it was like 4th of July actually. Maybe that makes a difference, but I do prefer it now and I do enjoy wearing it. So I really don't think that it creases too much or anything like that. I do set it with a powder, but it helps kind of just brighten everything up and it feels lightweight and creamy. So I've been using this for January. The next thing that I've been loving is by Maybelline, and it's the Color Tattoo in Toughest Taupe. Now they do have the new like crayons. I did get one actually. I don't know where that is. It's somewhere there. I think they do have this in the crayon. I'm not sure. But this is in the original like little pot. I love using this as a base for a cool toned eye. Now I have like a little bit more of a neutral eye, but lately I've been loving like putting a little warmth on my skin and having like a cool eye with like a neutral lip. I really liked that type of look for January, but for this, I like it because it's not like shimmery or anything like that. I'll show you. Sometimes I even just like push down on it. I don't necessarily swipe. Sometimes I do, depending on how intense I want it to be. But it's like a beautiful, cool toned gray. Almost like a slight purple undertone, but it's still like a gray. So just using this as a base and like packing on the cool tones like the grays and the silvers and the blues and stuff like that over it looks beautiful. And a lot of times, actually a couple of times when I wore this and I had it on and I did like a really cool look, I had a few clients be like, what do you have on your eyes? It looks really good. And I was like, oh, thanks. I'm like, it's just like a bunch of grays, because I wasn't gonna get into it, but they were like, really? So sometimes I think people can get scared of doing like a cool toned look, but this I think is beautiful. I like this a lot. I really like these actually. The last thing that I am going to talk about is by The Body Shop, and it is Hemp Hand Protector for very dry skin. So this has hemp seed oil. It's dermatologically tested, and let's see. Oh, it's against animal testing. That's good. Basically how I've been doing it, honestly, like I have my whole little nighttime routine. And part of that routine is, you know, I moisturize my body and put a body butter all over. But on top of that, I have been using the Hemp Hand Protector. And I do like it a lot. My hands at one point, like, it's better now. You can still kind of see it. I'm not going to show you because some people get grossed out. But my cuticles were like peeling off and just like in so much pain. You know, it's hard for me because I'm constantly like washing hair and styling hair and using different products, and it's a lot on my hands. And I haven't been really on top of like hydrating, although I'm getting better. I have to remind myself to drink more water, especially because like at night I'm like parched and I wake up and I'm like, ugh. Like, you know, the heat is on and everything, but my hands have been taking a beating. It is a little bit like oily, but like I said, your skin absorbs it. It definitely feels like so much better. And I've noticed a big difference since using it because my cuticles are definitely getting better and they're not peeling and cracking. And yeah, I can use this throughout the day, I guess, but I just have been using it at night. I don't love the smell because I prefer more of like a warm vanilla smell or a fruity smell, and this is hemp. Oh, look, it's coming out. Hello. What are you doing? Let me put some on. Let's put that here. So this is more of like an earthy type of smell, like plant slash dirt, but you know, not like dirty. That's why I haven't used it in the past, because I really wasn't crazy about the smell, but I was like, my hands need something because they were in so much pain. I would recommend this for the winter time. So a lot of moisturizing and stuff in the winter, but that's it. So those are my favorites for the month of January. Let me know what products you guys liked for the month of January, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy videos like this. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this also. And as always, be sure to stay happy, you guys.